All right, we should have action. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, volume levels are all right when it comes to the game volume stuff. Obviously, first time ever streaming Steel Aces, so I don't know how everything's set up and how it's all running. I'll have to take a listen soon, but yeah. Welcome into another live stream for anyone that is here, and I hope you all have been having a good Friday so far. But yeah, I may have a bunch to talk about. Also, this is obviously, I mean, you might hear the game volume not even from my speaker going in my mic, hopefully not, but give me just a second here to put my headphones on and we'll take a look at Steel Aces. Also, I think stream should be good for everyone on all ends, YouTube and Twitch. But of course, I'll have to hear feedback from you guys. Been a little bit since I've streamed, about a month or so. All right. Volume levels, let's see here, what do we got? I don't know if the game's actually that loud currently from what I can tell. I need to do a test on my phone so I don't hear it on the stream check as well as the street or the game itself for volume for myself. But yeah, how's everyone doing? If there's anyone in the chat or anyone here in the stream, I'm not sure. Maybe people are taking a little bit to get into the stream. I could be wrong, or who knows. But if you're here, welcome here. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah. Give me just a second here. But yeah, feel free to say stuff in chat. Currently, I have it set to only Twitch. Chat will show up. We're just going to go with the original old version of chat, of stream chat for you guys. But if people do communicate on YouTube, which I can actually see both chats, it's just going to show up on stream only Twitch at the moment. I can easily switch it to the alt chat thing, but usually we don't have a whole lot of people talking on YouTube. So because of that, I currently have that alt chat turned off because I don't think we need it if the main audience is on Twitch at the moment, you know. All right, so this, and then I guess I'll read this too in a second here. Let's see here. Give me just a second here. I'm gonna keep talking, but I'm listening to my phone to figure things out here. Okay, I'm loud, but I can hardly hear anything game volume wise, I think. I can hear game volume, but yeah, it's a little quiet, I think. So we're gonna up the volume of this game a bit. For some reason, it just seems quiet. Let's go to the 18. That's a good margin. Maybe that's all right. We're gonna have to hear when I go into tank battles how it sounds. For now, I'm gonna pause with my phone, and we'll have to. Now we're gonna go through this stuff, and then ow, my fingers are a little bit sensitive due to, well, I've been doing work this week. Let's put it that way. It's been a little rough on my hands, but we'll get used to it. Anyways, yeah. Give me just a second here. Actually, we could probably start reading it already. You guys can hear me though, no problem from what I could tell. Anyways, welcome to Steel Aces Open Test, alright? Before you start, please note the following things. This is a test version of the game. You are testing or the game you are testing is not finished and does not reflect the final product. Many features are work in progress, unoptimized, or not implemented. Tech trees and vehicle balancing are preliminary and are planned to undergo significant changes until release. 3. Test accounts are temporary. Progression is accelerated by a lot and will not be transferred to the final game. The game, or 4. The game is very complex mechanics that do not always work the way you might expect them from other games. There's no tutorial system in the game at this point in time, which means they're probably going to do it in the future. So if you encounter hurdles, it's best to ask around in our community on Discord, which I'm actually in their Discord server. Maybe I'll post that after I'm done reading this. I'll share it in the Discord or in the chat on Twitch at least. Hurdles, it's best to okay, so yeah, if you encounter hurdles, it's best to ask around in the community on Discord. If you have questions or feedback, let us know on our Discord server, Steel Aces developer team. So this is Steel Aces. Many of you have heard of, I'm sure, World of Tanks. You probably know, if you know me at all, you know I've played I'm a big World of Tanks player. I've played lots of World of Tanks. Like, definitely my game that I've played longest out of any other game I've played in my lifetime. And then besides that, we've got, well, War Thunder. I've played that last year a bit. I don't think I've played it at all this year, really, at least not on a stream. So anyways, we're gonna look at some things in the game before we get going, but maybe I should also look if there's some volume settings. RD 60 waistline volume, destruction volume. I mean, at the moment, I think I'll just leave it, but hopefully I can figure out some things to maybe change stuff if I need to. There's all sorts of settings so that they got ready. I think enemies at the moment are all going to just be enemy one color and be red, but who knows? Alright, the controls of the game, I'm pretty sure they're pretty much the same as every World of Tanks pretty much, but who knows? Five, six, seven are the consumable buttons though. Okay. Okay, gameplay. Reverse steering. Oh. Alright, interesting. We already went through audio. Yes, limit hanger. Borderless screen. What do we got for options? Maximize window. Windowed. I think I like windowed. The question, I mean, it's not going to change much for you guys. I would like to still be able to big screen it if it's windowed. Currently, they don't have the best. Well, maybe that actually is not too bad. Yeah, I still don't see anything on the bottom though if I do it that way. I can do it like that. I'll just have a purple line at the top of the window thing. Okay. VSync. I mean, it won't look any different for you guys because for stream I go basically full screen for you guys. Quality, I think I can go higher, but who knows? Who knows? Picture quality high, ultra, shadow quality. I think we can go ultra. I think we can just go max, but who knows? Oh, whoop. Okay. All right. Guess we'll have those on. Enable experimental. No translation found. That might do some stuff. Ooh. We're gonna have the best graphic version of the game, but hopefully my computer can handle it. I'm not sure how high the graphics for this game can go. We're gonna try the highest. Hopefully I don't fry my computer. Okay, we're gonna have a restart here then. It appears. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prep my intro that I have, and we're just gonna do a Goodfunman will be here shortly section for when I do this restart. So I'm gonna switch the screen really quick to that, and I'm gonna restart the game after pressing apply and quit, relog in and all that good stuff, and then I'll talk to you guys once I got the game back, or I'll once I got the game up open again, I'll probably well obviously switch screens back. Anyways, talk to y'all in a bit, or well, give me a second as I do this. All right. Also, the plan today is to do 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours if I do extra, but 2 hours of streaming at least. So feel free to stick around to see what Steel Aces is all about for the next 2 hours of my playtime of the game. If you don't want to stick around either for it, if you don't find it a fun game to watch or whatever, I mean, by all right, you can do whatever you want. But I mean, I would mind you. Are you sticking around if you are watching the stream? And I mean, even if you just want to chill and watch the stream, that's absolutely fine too. But if you want to chat too while we're playing the game, maybe you want to, I don't know. Obviously, maybe you want to see if a guy like me is any good at this game since I've played World of Tanks before. Or who knows, maybe you want to, you know, yeah, just figure out or see what this game's all about. Anyways, the windowed mode could be better, but maybe it's the resolution. What if I go, if I do lower resolution, it's not gonna make me start over, is it? 1 second here. It's just not quite fitting my screen right. I don't know if that actually would make a difference. Maybe I'm dumb by saying what I'm saying, but let's try it. Yeah, it makes it way smaller then, but I don't want it that small. Oh, come on, buttons. Also, we are back in the game, by the way, so I should have switched that. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Hang on 1 second here. Trying to make it stay on Steel Aces alone. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, maybe it's just best to stay full screen. I don't know. What is maximize window? What about that? Okay, let's see. Can I see the bottom stuff that I can see on stream on my computer? Can we see when we return to the game? Tanks. Oh, we got somebody in chat. Welcome. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Still need to update that. It's still pretty long, that whole thing, that follower alert. But yeah, thank you for the follow, BTED. I hope, or BTED72. Appreciate the follow. Hope you're doing well. It's actually near supper time, so I'm gonna quickly go grab something. And I'm probably gonna be eating while playing our first round. But I just went through the settings and all sorts and was just looking at some stuff. Let me know also if the volume levels are good on the in-game and everything. Oh, you're part of the Steel Aces team? We're grateful for folks streaming tonight. All good, sir. Oh, cool. I didn't know an actual developer would come and see my stream. Appreciate it. I mean, currently, it might just be you watching at the moment, but so there might not be too many people coming to see your game that I'm streaming. But yeah, I was actually wanting to test it on Tuesday when you did your first open test. I just had to help my sister with a project, so I actually only think I just tested. All I was able to do is do a little test with T1 or the T1E3 here, like in oh yeah, the test drive thing. So I did a tiny test drive. I didn't actually get to really try out the game much on that day, but yeah. But yeah, I have high hopes for your game. I guess that you have. If I stream, they will come. Okay. Great for all the folks giving us a look. We've had all sizes of folks on YouTube and Twitch and oh yeah, Facebook as well, right? Cool. Yeah, and obviously you could probably tell like I'm not a huge streamer. And I mean, I don't know how long you've been in the stream so far. You maybe didn't catch earlier what I said, but who knows? Anyways, well, I mean, you probably could though maybe tell by the tank models of the picture that I might have on different things on my Twitch. Who knows? Either way, or I in my description too, I'm sure. It's no secret. I originally played World of Tanks, so that's I guess the game I would base it or kind of compare with your game, I guess a bit. I played War Thunder last year, but only like for the first time ever, so I'm not as familiar with that game, but I've played it a bit. But yeah, I've watched. I mean, you probably might know who Kazoo is then. He's also a World Tanks content creator. I think at the end of last month or something like that, he was streaming your game with like one of your probably higher up one of your head developers or something like that. Unless, if I'm not mistaken, it might be the guy that's possibly streaming the game right now, or maybe not. Either way, he did a stream with one of your fellow developers, I think. Oh yeah, very familiar with Kazoo. Bulldog, our CEO, streamed with him. Yep. Yeah, I didn't remember his name, but I actually did watch that stream too. Like, I didn't get to watch it all fully live, but I like watched the bot of Kazoo's stream on that. But yeah, I've been keeping up with a lot of Kazoo's videos on World of Tanks too. Like, it's been a very interesting year to say the least about where World of Tanks has been heading and different things that's happened this year in that game. That's for sure. But I mean, yeah, and I've played that game also fully free to play too, which is probably kind of crazy to say because there's a lot of pay to win in World of Tanks. But I've done pretty well. But then again, I've probably put in a ton of time into the game. All right, I'm gonna quickly now go grab the thing that I was talking about getting, and then I'll be right back. So I'll be like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes approximately, and then and then after I grab that, maybe I'll test out my first ever game of like actual game of your game. And currently this year's actually been the year I've been streaming a lot less too because I'm wanting to revamp stuff for my stream stuff. But anyways, oh, my BRB's not working. It's probably not connected properly. Anyways, I'll be right back. There's gonna be no BRB thing yet, or like be right back thing, but I'll be back in like a tiny bit. 5 minutes. Be back in a bit. Alrighty, I am back. Yeah. I'm gonna just out of curiosity probably take a look as well. How many people are streaming the new game? Or Steel Aces? Oh, it's really just me, Sophie Line, who I know. She at one point did stuff on World of Tanks too. And then we got this other guy, Loaded Ship. Oh no, Loaded Shell Productions. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if he does more stuff than just games then. With that type of title. Oops, I bumped my mic. Sorry about that. Yep. Oh, he's already playing with Tier 7 too. Wait, oh, yeah, also, I'm talking tank language. I got a just seeing a tank that looks like something in World of Tanks. I just assume it's that tier. It's probably a little different in this game. And I think you guys call them grades, not tiers, but I could be wrong. I'm just investigating this guy a bit because I already know who Sophie Line kind of is. Variety streamer as well. Okay. War Thunder. Okay, so he's from the War Thunder side of things. Really using. Okay. Other games. Now he's also in Central Time. Okay. And he's got 308 followers. He's a little bit bigger than me. Possibly he's been streaming for a lot less than me. I've been kind of just slowly growing over time, but I haven't been as active as maybe I should be for growing. Plus, I'm growing through the natural way of just growing, not really. I don't know, I'm not taking all the tips that people give. Like, when you're a streamer, it's interesting. As you slowly, like, get over 100 follows and so on, people will contact you on Discord and be like, hey, you could do this, and it'll help you get or help you stream. I mean, I guess I do kind of more so for fun and just to, in a sense, have a unique influence on. I mean, I have more than one age group that types of, or I mean, I guess I have more than different types of age groups that come to watch my streams often. But yeah, just to be an influence, a good influence on people, and obviously have fun with them playing games and stuff. Just as most gaming streamers do. But yeah. All right. I'm just going to review the research, which is basically the tech tree. Man, I don't know if BTED is still in the stream, but if he is, I'm assuming these green tanks here are kind of like premium vehicles. I don't know if it says anywhere. Five of those. Is that kind of like gold? Well, that's kind of like research points, and the red stuff is credits or some sort of something like that. Maybe. Sure, I'll figure it out more as I go, but and the only thing here that you can actually click, I believe, is an armor inspector or customization. Guessing customization doesn't have, or it's just basically all free at this point. Maybe I could run with some some customization stuff. Okay. I guess none of these will change because they work for all types of maps. What does this do? Oh. Shows how much wear the paint has gone for, or has, I guess. And that changes the scale. That makes it interesting. It was at 25. In a sense, you can make it really big or really small. Okay. Probably for now, I'll just keep it at the regular. Look, probably not too bad. Offset X. It's like you can choose where you want the pattern to be almost. So that's quite a bit of customization already. Offset Y. So that's basically the same thing, just turning it vertically instead of horizontally, I think, on the tank or something like that. Rotation. Actually kind of rotate the unique colorings of the camo around. I don't know. Should I do that? I guess I could. Sure. Purchase tanks. Okay, so you get... Say we start with continuing the Americans, though the Russians, of course, might have more the derp type tanks, which I like. Again, things are a bit different in this game than any other games, I'm sure, still. Okay, global research. That's kind of like free XP in World Tanks terms. Peak research. They both have the same icon at the moment, but are separate to the tank or separate to everything. And then, maybe that isn't premium then, I'm not sure. Because they put it in the tech tree or the research line, whatever you want to call it. Uh-oh. That bot's banned. All right. Anyways, I should probably just hop into game and check it out. I'm not sure. I know there's a thing that Kazoo and them were doing where you could, or Kazoo and Bulldog were doing, where you can check what tiers are being played, and so you can know which tiers you should be able to play or whatever. I'm assuming if I have not enough points to buy future tanks, I'd probably tier 1's getting played quite often by everyone that's just trying out the game, but who knows. Where was this again? Where was that for platooning? I'm not sure. Okay, that again is the thing that adjusts that. Hangers upon. Okay, research. I mean, there's that test drive button. That's what I did last time. Okay. Setting. Maybe I could just start a game and see what happens. Why not? Oh wait, oh yeah, when you do that, okay, that's when it shows. It's rank 1, we got a light tank. Okay, I guess the icons of the classes are also going to be a little bit interesting to figure out, or maybe relearn, kind of. And then they changed to in modern. Interesting. Anyway, interesting stuff. Guess while I wait to have... Wait, join queue? What does that do? Does that mean I have to click twice to start a game, sort of? I guess. Players in queue 24, yeah. So that just shows you what tiers are being played, and then when you press join queue, you have a chance to get into a game. Currently, tier... or grade 10, whatever, rank 10 is being played with 5, whatever those classes are. Oh, we got a match. Is video buffering using... I don't know if my stream's lagging or not. I might have to take a look in a second here. Also, now we can test if the volume levels are good when we start a game compares to just being in the hangar or garage. Whatever you want to call it. All right, here we go. All right, FPS is 27. So yeah, I guess at max graphics, my thing does sort of struggle with it. Maybe. Maybe I don't. Well, I mean, level 3. I mean, maybe it's not too bad, but I don't know. Maybe I could lower it down at least a few things, or maybe the experimental stuff is what's doing it. So now we're just like staying just below 40 FPS. Got M2 medium, so those would most likely be medium tanks. That means that icon there might be medium tanks. Yeah, E, R35s, we got some T26s. Got grade 1 variants and some grade 2s. I guess. Or I mean rank, okay. So that's what it said in the research, or wherever it was. Oh yeah, in the thing before we started the round. So can I change the size of my mini map? Not with that, okay. So we got a driver and we have a commander. And then there's that interesting camo thing, which somehow is how you figure out camo with how this game works. Camo. Oh. I don't want to drive off that. Alright, I'm going to check the volume levels on my phone really quick here. Take my headset pretty much all the way off for a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't double up and you guys can't hear too much in the mic. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And also because I guess I am streaming on both, that might also not be helping for the FPS as well. It looks like the stream might be buffering. At least on my phone it is right now. Also, I might not be looking where I'm driving because I'm trying to do tests. But I guess mobile also internet connection is probably worse still than computer that's, you know, attached to the internet. Connection through cord. I think volume level wise it's not bad though. Could be wrong. I think the mix of my volume from my mic and the game is not too bad. I mean, of course we haven't done any shooting or anything, so maybe those noises are quite a bit louder, but who knows. I think I'll just leave the volume noises for now, but maybe I gotta deal with that FPS and see if I can make the stream not lag or something if it is lagging. If there's something I can do to help that. Either way, they've already lost 2 tanks. We've got 1 tank loss, so I guess we're winning without me doing much so far. But we are making our way to their base, that's for sure. Oh. I think that's more than internet connection, I think. Oh, interesting.
We can now capture the enemy base.
Anyways. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to lower my settings or something to make the FPS a little bit better. I mean, I don't think it's too bad, but it still isn't great. With max graphics, that is. But for anyone watching, if there's anyone that's very knowledgeable about, or I don't know, the graphic stuff of this game, which probably would mainly be Ted or any other ones of the team, of the Steel Aces team. I think my graphics card is a 3070 Ti or something like that. Something like that. Well, that's a win. I didn't do anything. Guess we kind of just did some test driving. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all that happened there. Is your battle report stuff for rounds being over and what all you got for the rounds yet, or maybe not? Not that I really did anything to earn anything in that round, so maybe that one doesn't really count. Maybe I could just keep it like that. That might be fine. I mean, currently I don't have lots of tanks, so I'll do that. I guess we'll try to work our way towards the M2 medium. Yeah, I'm not. I guess I probably have to shoot things to get points. We'll probably run that back, I think. Firepower wise, even suppose with that thing is better firepower. I just the statistics bar. 6 out of 10 rating, 7 out of 10, 5 out of 10. So this one is the weakest on gun, supposedly. But it might be the only oddlet or two, from what I can tell. Now here's the armor inspector too, by the way. For those that are maybe checking this out to see what Steel Aces is about. You can actually... Now this is one thing which is crazy about World of Tanks anyways, since that's mainly the main game I can talk about, because that's the one I've got like 80,000 games or more put into it. And it's a crazy amount of games. Anyways, they've only now, after like the game came out in like, I don't know, 2010 or something like that, is when they were doing their testing, and it kind of got released either in 2010 or 2011 or something like that. And then I joined the game, or I got my own account and have had it since 2012. But I did start on my dad's account back in the day in 2011. I did actually play the game back then, but I didn't have my own account yet. So yeah. Anyways, World Tanks didn't have an armor model, and any game that is a tank game obviously should have an armor model. And obviously, Armored Aces is doing that. That one should be a bounce, right? So you can kind of see red obviously is not penning. I guess blue or yellow here must be different things. So this is 54 millimeters of armor, supposedly. Because it just shows you how it hits the crew, pretty much. Kind of like War Thunder in that sense. And then blue would be probably like an auto ricochet or what? Okay, am I missing? Oh yeah, the shell went off. X-ray off or on. Visuals are on or off. Here's probably what the shell type that you're shooting at it. On the different things about the dropping of penetration for distance. You can actually choose a tank, any tank in the game to shoot at it with. Anyways, some interesting stuff. Oh, that's not even shooting the tank. Anyways, lower plate could be pretty tough. That's a bounce. Anyways, stuff like that. But this tank is probably one of the most armored, I would assume, at this tier. I mean, it has a 2. What is 2? Maybe it's a higher rank than the others or something, or let's see here. That one is the French one, which They're gonna have a European. Yeah, that one is a 2. Sounds actually a higher class vehicle than, or a higher rank than any of the other tanks that I have. Let's just play another round in this thing, I guess, and then we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna keep eating in the meantime when we're waiting in queue time and stuff like that, but yeah. And then, I don't think Haxum is a joint stream, obviously, but he was the one that suggested I should stream today. Either way, I was going to be playing Still Aces because I want to check out the game. But yeah, for those that do plan on checking out my streams in the future again or whatever, hopefully I can finish the editing for the special upgrades that I'm planning for streams for the end of the month, and sometime can make me my official stream return to being back to streaming more regularly with proper schedules and stuff. I guess while we're in queue, we can check different things. It's almost like they're planning all sorts of tech trees still. Currently, they kind of got like 4 or something like that in the testing phase here. All right, here we go. All right, I forgot to turn down the graphics a bit. Also because I am... Oh wait, also I should look on YouTube. I guess YouTube and Facebook probably have more people streaming the game. Because as we saw, Twitch currently has me and 2 others. Honestly, I should probably try to grind towards like the KV-122 or something like a KV-1S in the Russian tech tree. Because that's my type of tank. I don't know if it's as fun in this game as World Tanks, but I wouldn't doubt that it would be. I don't think it would be bad. Yes. Hopefully stream isn't too rough for you guys. Again, we have... Oh, we got 19 ping right now. Or 19 FPS, I mean. It is pretty rough. The game looks pretty... It looks not bad, that's for sure. When you have it on highest graphics, you can see all the shadows. Uh-oh. You can see all the shadows. There's the building. Of course, these are, as I was told in the other stream that I've watched prior of another bigger streamer than myself. These are all placeholders and stuff. Oh, I mean, I guess it was probably by the streamer himself, but by Bulldog, one of their developers. Oh, we've got contact. And of course I am. Let's... Uh-oh. Alright, I'm on Outlaw, so I can just... That. Oh, I bounced a few, though. But that is also another thing, too, that I've realized anyways with the... Even the tiny bit of testing I did the other day and stuff. Like, low tiers don't aren't like the same way as they are in World of Tanks. That's for sure. I think I might be toast here. Don't think it's this guy's first rodeo. Wait, I've noticed that anyways, tanks in this game seem to have more armor or something. Wait, you raided me? Oh. I saw you were streaming a little while ago when I was looking at the tab of streamers. Also, thanks for the raid, by the way. Loaded Shell Productions. Welcome, welcome. Also, hey, Mr. James, welcome. Cool. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Yeah, surprise raid for sure. I should send you a follow as well, maybe. Though, I guess, from what I guess I did a little bit of peeking on what type of streamer you are a bit too. Looks like you play, I guess, besides Steel Aces that you're testing just like I am today and stuff. You got to bounce. Okay, no, all good. I won't keep you. Cool stuff. Anyways, I saw you also play War Thunder. I'm not. I mean, I guess I would have to say, if I'm honest, I probably would be. I mean, I've played War Thunder, but I'm more of a World of Tanks player, just with choosing between the games, I guess. Also, thanks for the follow. Let me do my park. 1 second here. Maybe you guys also understand some stuff more in this game than I do. Maybe you can give me tips. Either way, I just died in the game. Here we go. Wait, another follow? Or maybe it's just my thing that's slow. I have to update a bunch of stuff, by the way, so sorry if these follow alerts are very long, but thanks for the follow. Loaded Shell Productions, obviously. Thank you for the follow, Mr. James. And I think and thank you for the follow, Carl Laco Belt. Or no, Carl Laco Bets. And there's probably the third one, which would have been yours. I really need to update that. I'm sorry it's so long, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear me over my alerts. I'm gonna let us finish quick. But yeah, welcome in everyone. By the way, we do have results for the game. By the way, have everyone in the chat or everyone that's been following me? I know Loaded Shell has obviously been playing Steel Aces, but have any of the rest of you tried out the game yet? I know there was a test on Tuesday as well. Carlo works. Sounds good. I'll try to remember that. The shorter it is, probably the easier for me to remember too. Yeah. You can? Oh, like you haven't played the game, or you're thinking I was meaning play with you. I mean, I could play with you too. Maybe you could help me out. Expired 10-7 hit. Perforated. Shame. 3. Okay, 4. Yeah. Obviously, I'm rusty. This is like basically, by the way, I've only played one game before you guys basically rated me, and now this is my second game. First game, all I did is also, by the way, if the stream's ever lagging or anything, please let me know. Also, I may have to restart the game. We'll see here. My FPS was like at 30 or less because I set all the graphics to max. I guess my computer isn't quite powerful enough for max graphics or max everything. So I might have to go and change that really quick. Just cause I'm not sure if also it would make the stream buffer too. You're playing the game, Carla was, and James, you're not. Oh, you're not on. You have to reinstall the game? Okay. Either way, I don't know. Also, I don't know if there's only 2-man type of like. I mean, obviously, like I said, I come more so from World of Tanks. I guess platoons is what I would call it, but whatever the way of playing together is called in this game. I don't know if there's like 3-man type of groups you can do, or what it all is, but yeah. I mean, if there's up to 3, then you could join it. You don't have to reinstall the game if you don't want. You can just chill and watch the stream too, Mr. James, if you want. But I'd be happy to play with any of you guys that want to play with me. Okay, let's see. What do I want to drop here? I dropped quite a bit. Extra quality is a big one. I really do. Does go up. 3-man groups. Okay. Sweet. That's great. That's the quality shadows. I don't know if it's the experimental stuff. Maybe I should just turn off the experimental stuff and then test with that instead of just turn off all the other graphic stuff. High. Or I could even I guess there's a way to lower even just the graphic stuff here. I'll just lower everything just one below high. Guess I just won't play any more games probably with the high setting, but at least I'll then not have FPS issues. I'm gonna go medium. Or high on these because they were ultra was the highest. And then I'll probably have to restart. Yeah, I will. Alright. Well then. So that it's not black screen, I'm going to quickly switch to this screen again. Give me 1 second here. Alright, I'll be on the screen for just a tiny bit as I'm restarting the game for the graphics. You're having technical difficulties, or you would totally be down to keep playing? Okay. Are you in their Discord as well? Wait, that's another thing I was going to post on Twitch earlier when I had nobody really actually in my chat. I haven't really said anything in their Discord. I've been just keeping up with the schedule stuff. But they got a few people. Oh, wait. Salty Tater Chips, he's from. Okay. Basically, I'm going to be streaming for about 1 more hour approximately. Maybe a little longer. It'll all depend on what I decide to go for. The idea was a 2-hour stream to 2.5-hour stream today. Currently on Loadout's Discord. Okay. Wait, so oh, you're just on Loadout's Discord, not like the official Steel Aces Discord. Let me see. Is there a way to? No, that's not the one. Let's see if I can find their Discord link, and then I can post it in the chat if anyone would be interested in checking it out. Also, I need to hit the play button for the game, so you guys aren't just staring at me being here shortly screen. You're in 2 of the beta Discords? Okay. Wait, they got 2 Discords? Were you able to make it into the closed beta? Is that what you're basically saying? They had a different one for that one too, maybe? Or maybe I'm just missing something too. Thought I saw the other day that they had their Discord posted somewhere on their Discord server alone. I don't. Oh yeah, I could. I guess they allow creating invite links though too. So maybe I'll just do that. That might just be easiest. You did make it into close. Okay, cool. I'm almost thinking Loaded might have as well. Loaded Shell Productions because either that or maybe you guys just have been doing a ton of grinding in the game when the servers have been up for testing. Because it's looked like Loaded anyways. He had a bunch of vehicles already. He didn't just have the beginner tanks. All right, so I should have made that a pin. Now I'm gonna have to post it again if I don't want to make it a pin. I mean, I probably don't need to make it a pin. I mean, if I guess new people join the server, or I mean, new people join the stream, then I'll probably pin it. But yeah, all right. Let me quickly grab this. Oh, I'm gonna have to open that again. Hang on, 1 second here. I have the game open. I just need to get my info again because I didn't do the remember me thing, even though I probably could easily do that. Oops. Oh, well, I just did it. Hey, you was going for a while. You didn't get in as much time before your issue started. Okay, because I know. I guess that's the reason also why I mentioned the Discord, because supposedly that's probably the best way to contact the team and stuff, like the developers, to get help from them for whatever bugs you may find in the game and stuff. Because I mean they seem to be pretty active from what I've anyways been able to tell. Because I had earlier before you guys rated me and stuff, my only viewer that actually did join me was actually one of the developers. He came and said hi and we talked a little bit. Mr. He might have been in yours too. He's been supposedly switching around different people's streams and stuff. Mr. BTAD72. Oh, and now that's my Discord server, by the way, that Nightbot just sent. You can join it if you want. You don't have to. But I guess maybe I should mention. I mean, before I do that, though, before I mention um, what I do on stream, or what I do usually for streams and stuff, I'm not sure if any of you guys are, or if Carlo, if you're in the game already. I mean, you said you're having issues. I'm not sure if you're in the game or not, or if you are planning to platoon with me. But if you're in, maybe we could figure out this platoon thing. I guess they are calling it platoons, just like tanks. Yeah, Mr. B Ted, he came into your stream during the closed beta test. Cool. You also stream, by the way. Is that? That's almost what it sounds like. Or are you just talking about the stream you just came from with Loaded Shell Productions? Beer bag, you got us help kiddos. All right, all good. I just checked out your about section. So you do stream. You're just newer to it as well. Cool stuff. Loaded. Wait. Oh yeah, loaded. Had it down. You think it's easy? Gotta add. Then invite the accept. Accept of the invite and yes. When you're not having issues, I regularly edit more. But yeah. For streaming, you're saying you don't do it regularly, but you do. You edit more. So like you do editing for like other YouTubers or something like that, or you do YouTube? Or am I just off on what I'm saying here? Maybe I should get my Russian tank ready while we're talking too. Let's see. Just because I might go towards. I don't know if they actually do have the KV-1S. I know they have the KV-122 that I was seeing, which is kind of similar. KV-5, KV-1. I mean, IS-1. I mean, that's all similar stuff. Okay. I mean, that's the upgrades page. I wanted the. All right. Yeah, okay. Then I guess. Yeah, so I mean, if you got tips on for the figuring out how to join the platoon too, just feel free to let me know. But yeah, anyways, I guess I'll just quickly do a quick rundown on what I do on Twitch and stuff. Um or I guess like I don't know. I guess probably haven't mentioned this yet. This year's been a different year for me for sure. This year has been a year where I haven't been being that consistent with my streaming because there are just some things I needed to do, and I also wanted to do some upgrades for my streams and stuff like that. And recently, actually, I, I mean, I guess you guys don't know me that well yet, obviously, but I just recently got a new job, so it's been an interesting week already for me. But yeah, I haven't been streaming much because I've wanted to improve stuff going into this year. So I've streamed here and there, odd things when I think it was important or a unique thing that like wouldn't last or whatever type of an event or something cool like this, like Steel Aces special open beta stuff that just opened like this week only. Like there's 2 times where we could check out open beta stuff or like test out the game. Just trying to figure out what camo I actually want to do. But yeah, sorry if I'm being kind of quiet too. Well, adulting always makes streaming fun. Yeah. If I think, or I'm not. Yeah, hopefully I'm following you correctly with what you're saying there. I'm not. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I also have, because I don't just play games that are like 10 games and stuff. Because I, in a sense, I'm also a variety streamer. I have, you could say, very unique, I guess, unique, different age groups of audience. I guess sometimes depending on the stream I'm playing or like the community I've built, which I have on Discord, and obviously probably had more active last year watching me because obviously I haven't been active, so of course they're not really actively watching me as much this year. Currently, they're trying to chase your issues after a GPU upgrade. Okay, so they are trying to help you out though, so that's good. All right, I'm gonna probably just go with that. I mean, there's a lot of customization you can do. This will probably be fine for now. Maybe I will. Well, I guess if neither you're joining me, maybe I'll start another round and I'll test out the Russian tank or Soviet tank, whatever you want to. I guess it could be either or. And then we'll see how this vehicle performs. Sounds good. But yeah, anyways, I guess to continue talking about myself, I guess. I've been streaming since like 2021, early 2021. That's kind of when I finally decided to make the. Oh, 1 second here. I gotta mute for just a sec. Oh, maybe not. It's just a little bug I want to plug flying around. I can't find it no more. Well, if it comes back, I might mute anyways later on, just to so you guys don't hear the big noise of me trying to squish it. Anyways, yeah, back in 2021 is when I finally decided to make a YouTube channel, and also, well, I mean, it was at the very beginning of the year I decided to start a YouTube channel, or start making. So I made my very first video on January 1st of 2021 on YouTube, and then in February is roughly when I started streaming because a friend showed me how to stream and stuff like that. That was also doing their own streaming at the time and stuff. So then they introduced me to Twitch streaming and everything like OBS and all that, you know. And then I started streaming, of course, as I'm sure anyone that's streamed before, like you, Carlo, and I'm sure uh, Loaded Shell Productions also would have gone through this as a when you were new streamers. I mean, of course, you still are at this point, Carlo, but uh, Loaded is not much bigger than me. So I just don't know how long he's been streaming for, but yeah, something like that. But when you start, you're obviously usually you don't have an audience normally on, at least in streaming. So then it takes a little bit to build an audience, but I guess that comes with consistency and I guess people finding you a fun streamer to watch and so on. It's like it'll take a little bit to get in this next round, but that's all right. Anyways, you've also streamed Mr. James. Is everyone a streamer in this chat? Either way, I probably wasn't like super active in the first couple beginning years of streaming, so I didn't see a lot of growth. That's the thing that I guess is just a big thing when it comes to content creation in any form of trying to grow on any platform. It seems like you have to have consistency and constantly be doing something with it. Otherwise, growth doesn't really happen and you might get forgotten and so on. But then sometimes you make good connections, and some people will still want to come check out your streams if you build good connections with some people. Some people won't be those people that will forget, but yeah, you've done streaming too. Cool. I just looked at your thing. I didn't check out your about section. I should probably do that. That's one of the most, or that's always one cool thing to always look at with everyone's channels. I saw you had 60 followers. Oh, and you're also. Oh wait, that's the Discord. Maybe currently I'd have to. I gotta go through my Discord channels. I'm in way too many Discords at the moment. I've been slowly canceling different Discord channels and joining, but currently I'm kind of like the limited things, so I gotta go through them and stuff. Plus, I have a couple of templates. Maybe I could delete from my own Discord and so on, just because. Well, earlier in May this year, one of my big changes I did do, which is all part of the whole renewal of 2025 for me, was upgrading my Discord server. So I did some crazy changes for my Discord back in May, because I'm trying to make my Discord server in a way like where people can kind of personalize what they want to see or not. But then to set that all up took a long time. Plus, I'm using bots with reaction stuff. It's like now I've got 49, 50 frames per second roughly, 50 or just under. So this is a lot better than it was. Maybe we'll just stick with this. Also, my camo's not on my tank. I thought I picked camo, so Maybe that one wasn't for all types of maps. So I don't know if you got tips on shell stuff for this game, since that's what I'm going to be looking at now. We got the AP rounds. We got high explosive, right? Yeah. I guess there it talks about the distance and pen. If I'm seeing that right. How these shells work. And then there's the degrees. And then muzzle velocity. So that's like shell velocity. Tanks, world tanks, anyways. Caliber's 45. High damage, good. I guess it does describe a little bit. They have a little bit of tips there. High damage, good perforation, which I'm guessing is basically penetration. Less drop at ranges. Also, speed-wise, this tank is going, well, 30 now, but I'm going downhill, kind of. So this thing seems to go at roughly 30 as average, maybe? 30, 31. The last tank was like 35. I'm gonna guess AP rounds are probably just the best unless it's something that has not much for armor. If it's, yeah. $95 damage, 75 damage. Hopefully I can find a tank to shoot at and we can have a little bit of combat here. Can I change my screen back to game? Oh, wait, really? Oh, no. I totally forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. This whole time, I guess whenever I did the switch, got into the game, I was talking about it. Didn't even realize that I hadn't switched my screen. Thanks for telling me about that. Appreciate that. Also, I think the BTED gave loaded a recommendation, but you think that was for the German line? Okay. I mean, that's probably going to also be one that people commonly pick. I mean, it is in most games because most people want to get the Tiger tanks, or most tank games. Right, I guess that's the whole thing too, that the developer Bulldog talked about on Kazu's stream. The turning in this game is interesting, and the different, as I guess they call them in this game, ranks, have a different type of like shifting for the gears and for turning and driving and stuff. So the higher tiers, some of them are going to just drive better because they got better stuff for that. Oh yeah, stabilization and all that. You've done that, and then you went to check your bod. Oh yeah, was mad at yourself a good times. Oh well. Mm-hmm. I get that. But yeah, it's been like, also, by the way, for me, it's been like a month since I last did a stream. But yeah. Once I get back to consistently streaming, if it's right, currently, that's also another reason why I stopped streaming, because I am not really putting out a schedule, because I wasn't sure what my schedule would look like with whatever job I'd get. another little side thing, I guess. So that round, well, again, not much action happened, so we might have to try it again, I think. And I also might have to look into my camo. I don't know why it wasn't showing on that round. Desert. Desert, no camo, summer. So you have to select them for each. Summer version I have 80, so we want to make it the same. I think that's the only thing I adjusted. Yeah. Alright, that should solve that problem. Okay, then winter, summer. So that was 25 out and 10 on rotation. Okay, that should be good. There you go. But yeah, since I didn't stream that last round with this tank, and because I didn't really get to do any action with it, I think I'll just start another round with this tank if that's alright. Sure, you guys don't really care what tank I play, maybe, or maybe you, I mean, at this point, I mean, I just got the basic beginner tanks. I don't think there's going to be any heavy decision for a specific tank, but maybe you guys have an idea of what you want me to play between these 4 tanks. But yeah, anyways, I've done, I guess back to my story. If I would go back to my story, it's streaming since 2021, but for like the first 2 years, I would say I was kind of here and there. Wasn't really like consistent for 2021 and 2022. And then in 2022 or late 2022, or maybe for sure early 2023, that's when things really started to change for me. Where I finally started making a community. Go for it. You're just doing a tier 3 and 1 and 4 because using what they gave you from the start in the US line. Yeah. Okay. Now something went wrong there. Connection failed. Click to rejoin queue. Okay. I mean, there's lots of tanks at tier 1 at the moment. Should be no problem to get in around. Anyways, yeah, so then in 2023 I started growing. I mean, there's a lot of competition on a game, like I guess probably even the same, I would say probably for War Thunder. You know, if there's a game that's been around for a while and it's kind of popular, it's gonna be like you're going against and there's of course there's lots of streamers of course on those type of games. I mean, you got a lot of competition, if you want to call it that. So to be seen on Twitch or whatever platform, it's gonna be kind of hard because, you know, there's a lot of people that already, like most people just, because they put the guys that are already big at the top pretty much, or like that have the most people watching their streams and so on. So for any new person starting a game or starting streaming, it's just gonna be hard to be found to start growing. It's not impossible, but it's definitely harder. So actually playing Steel Hunter right now for me, or just any of you guys, if any of you plan on streaming it during the open test that they do, probably would, well, I guess of course you're still going to be picking up whatever the audience is that wants to play Steel Hunter, which is probably, you know, people interested in tanks like us, and maybe that have played the other tank games like War Thunder and World of Tanks. see here. We got repair kit. We can use it 10 times, and there's cooldown. Same with the first aid kit. I guess the sounds for crashing rocks and stuff isn't too bad too. We're just gonna follow this guy. Maybe we find a tank. And you can ping spots on the map too. I mean, I guess everyone's testing. It's probably fine if I just ping a random spot at the moment just to test. And it goes by direct ping within the square too. I see the ping on the map. Maybe I wasn't close enough. And they already got destruction types physics, or at least for those things. Let's see, just for testing purposes. We're gonna crash that. And the tires kind of all fell flat, sort of. I don't, oh, and then they disappear. Okay. What about driving over one of these vehicles? I'm spotted. Oh. Oh, when I switched to sniper mode, that hurt my FPS a lot. So yes, my FPS could be better. Maybe I should still turn it down a little bit more. Maybe I could just turn the ones that are, the 3 that are on high to medium and make everything medium. Maybe that'd be enough. Anyways, this is the R35, so he's got lots of armor. Oh, and he can also shoot through the building. Okay, that's not good. Of course, he can shoot through the building. Yeah, that's switching back and forth in sniper mode and so on is not great. He can still hit me, but I can't hit him. Alright. You know, I should probably just stop messing with this guy. And he's also hitting for 82. That's pretty hard. One shot now. I mean, if I can get him while he's getting distracted by the other guy there, maybe I can make something work. Just have to make sure he's not looking at me. Yeah, he's looking at me. Of course he was. Well, you could tell I'm new to the game, obviously. Some of these people probably play more rounds than me. Plus, he's a class 2 or rank 2, and I'm a rank 1. I could just play that tank too, because that's one of the tanks we get to start with. But yeah, anyways. I mean, right now there's nobody at rank 1 anyways. But I kind of want to try it again. Also, I should maybe on another note, I should see for upgrading the vehicles. Am I actually making progress? Currently, to get this one, is it really just 1 research point? That one's 5 of the gold coin things, I think. Cost 1. Wait, that would use up 1 though. Vehicle XP, global XP. So it would save my global XP. So that works, I think. Purchase for 1 coin. Wait, so those are like credits then. So then these, who knows what those red things are for? Maybe that's what's going to be the premium currency in the future. Who knows? All right, I guess we might as well get a new tank. Credits 9 to 8. Oh yeah, so those are credits. They even mention it there. Okay. I guess we could try the M2 medium then. I guess I wouldn't have to give it camo. I don't know if camo really actually gives you any concealment in this game. If it's just for looks mainly. Also, we lost that game, but I also was terrible. 290. We could just be simple to the camo. I don't know. Maybe we'll go without camo. So it looks like that one actually did select. Wrong button. But yeah, Oh, also, oh no, pre-rolls are back. I guess it's because it's been an hour. Actually, we're getting closer to the 2-hour mark faster than I thought we were too. Not that maybe you guys have been bothered by pre-rolls yet, but maybe you have been. Anyway, the pre-roll ads, because I did actually make a Twitch affiliate. To continue my story, I did make a Twitch affiliate in 2023. And of course, I grew my community and stuff and actually started getting more regulars. And I actually had to start making, I didn't have to, but I started giving out VIP to some of my viewers, and have one mod that originally at that time wasn't wanting to be mod when I became an affiliate, but later on was willing to become an affiliate. Anyways, yeah, that's a little short story. But yeah, anyways, I'm a Twitch affiliate, so pre-roll ads are a thing, which basically currently I'm not really doing it for the money or anything. They're just a thing that Twitch, once you you'll know once, I guess, you become a Twitch affiliate too, I guess. But any Twitch affiliates or partners are obviously, well, I mean, I guess these days though, making Twitch affiliates probably easier because I think they made a bunch of new changes earlier this year or something for the affiliate part of, anyways, that goal. But anyways, ads get played on these channels that have hit the required goals for those, and those are the channels that could make money if they want. And anyways, pre-roll ads are the ads that are at the beginning of the stream when somebody clicks on the stream. So I just like to play ads to stop the pre-rolls from being a thing, because then everyone, doesn't have to worry about ads. The only thing is that means every now and then I gotta play some ads. And right now I'm going to I'll probably choose the 1 minute and 30-second one, which will probably give us like half an hour of no ads. Just because I'm not sure if I'm going to stream much more than about half an hour from now. So at this point, because like I said, I don't really don't do ads really for trying to make money. It's really just to Twitch, forces me to have ads play that are pre-roll ads or whatever. Anyways, maybe you guys don't care about that much, this whole speech that I'm saying, but I'm going to play an ad for a minute and a half. So if you guys want to get yourself a drink, a snack, or anything in the meantime, feel free to do that. And I'll just be doing nothing in the game for the next minute and a half, so you guys won't really miss anything. But if you want to get yourself a snack or a drink or wash and break, feel free to do so. You're one goal away for that, the getting affiliate. Nice. Very nice. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, obviously, since I got in 2023, I mean, I would have to look at if the goal's actually harder, but I think they made it easier this year. I could be wrong. I think they made it quite easy. Anyways, I'm going to hit the ad break button, and I'll catch you all in about a minute and a half. I'm probably going to grab myself a drink in the meantime while that ad's playing. See y'all in a bit. Oh, and of course, anyone that's on YouTube, you're not going to have an ad break because you're YouTube. Anyways, be right back. Alrighty. I think everyone should be back now. Or at least the ad break's over. Maybe some of you guys are still going or still on your snack grab or whatever you decided to do for the break. But anyways, I'm back. Probably, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to start a round in the M2 medium. Give it a go. And then I might give myself another go on the 226. Just because I want to have a good round on that thing at least. Or at least shoot more than just one shell that doesn't even hit the target, you know? Anyways, yeah. We'll see how this goes. But anyways, we should be good until, if I do my math right here, give or take, I guess 8:10 my time. I mean that obviously you guys might not be in the same time zone at all. But anyways, yeah, in the next next 28 minutes and 30 seconds as it's continuing to count, we are free from ads. And it looks like we got a game. But yeah, I guess I should finish with my story before I talk about what I'll play again. I know I've been kind of just talking about it. I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, anyways, so continue, I guess, my story on Twitch. Or my, I guess, little story of Twitch, because obviously it's just kind of just different key points and stuff. And this tank also has 3 types of shells, and they're all AP too. This is interesting. Maybe my sensitivity is also a little strong at the moment. Also, there's no names on the top of the tank, so I can't see who's who. If I were to see somebody that I would know. Good damage. Good penetration, basically. 37 millimeters. A 37 millimeter gun. 880 velocity. 50 damage per shot. Also, it's just the screen thing I had messed up, right? It wasn't graphics. I mean, oh yeah, I did want to turn them down though, maybe a little. Because every time I go into sniper mode, as you can see, it freezes. Because yeah, my FPS is still struggling a bit on these maps. Anyways, 50 damage per shot. I guess that's the pen values down there again with the distance. So I don't know if we go roughly 100 meters as the regular. It's got an average of 45, but again, you lose pen to distance. And then what are the other shells like? AP CBC. Oh, okay, we got enemies to deal with here. If my FPS can handle it. And maybe I did go too crazy with graphics. Wow, 15 FPS, 11. That's crazy. Yeah, I really need to deal with that. Alright. We'll make do with what we can do because I don't think I can change it without making me restart the game, but maybe we could see. Yeah, this is a risky thing because he might try shooting me, but see if I can do this without having to restart the game. Okay, yeah, you want to that one, okay. Come on. My game might be freezing, I think. No, we can't. Yeah, okay, so no for now. Yeah, I'll have to do that after the round. Nice. No. Okay, there we go. Anyways, I'm just gonna use AP for now, just because it's a standard decent shell for pen. I'm gonna have to look into these other shells at what their performance values are. Something should be from in front. Just not sure exactly where from. We got an enemy, or am I looking at an ally, or what's this? Like, he's a dead ally? Who was shooting at me though here? This one has 55 damage. That has 65 damage. Just like to get more damage. Being shot from behind. Let's try one of the other shells, sure. Oh no. Well, they had a little bit of a battle there. We definitely had a bit of a battle there. Start with APCR. I might have to look into those shells a bit. Maybe I can do that even in garage. Well, that was a better battle. Either way. Obviously, I don't know my maps and certain things like... Oh, we're gonna be returning a hangar in 7 seconds. Oh, it's because we lost, right? But yeah, obviously I'm not as well knowledgeable about the game because obviously it's new. So like obviously, even if I've played other tank games before, I'm gonna probably struggle here and there. Just like I probably did when I tried War Thunder last year. So we'll come back to this tank in a bit. I mean, maybe we can look at the shells really quick here. I guess here's a unique question I could ask y'all. What's your highest class in the game of Steel Aces? Also, somebody got stuck. I don't know if you guys want to see a Discord image. Some guy got stuck in his like tier 5 heavy tank in a bunch of rocks. Obviously, they're going to probably try to fix that. Wait, that's... Oh, he's flying 2 bulldogs. Anyways, I'm not sure if anyone is in chat to respond to my question I asked. Also, I'm gonna, I guess in the meantime, I'll do a quick little glance at YouTube to see how the YouTube part of the stream is going. Which, by the way, is, I don't know if it's behind the times. It still looks like it's showing the "will be here soon" screen for some reason. Let's see how much time is my YouTube stream. 126. When we're actually at 155. Yeah, for some reason my YouTube one is behind the times again. I'm not sure why, but it is. It's messed up with being caught up to where we're at in the stream on Twitch, because just Twitch is just seeming to be more reliable. Plus, it's my main streaming platform I usually stream on. Let's see if anyone else is playing. Or I guess I hope you guys don't mind me checking other things out. We're gonna do the T26 round. You know what? I'll start it while I look at this. We're gonna do a round of the T26 really quick. If I had viewers, I could do a shout out for him, but or like the Mr. Loaded Shell production is that gave me the raid, but so I didn't really have any. I don't really have any of my regular viewers here to kind of not really help them get new follows and stuff. Okay, where is this? I want to go here. Guess that's not going to do anything. Let's do that. Yeah, so right now it's me and 2 others. Oh wait, I know that other one as well, and that one also is from. Well, I mean, actually, more of a regular World Tanks, but or I guess a casual World Tanks player. The Jimmy's and Nubs guy. Anyways, yeah. So I think we're starting to get the gist of how the text tree stuff, anyways, works and stuff. Maybe I'll do. I could raid one of them if you guys want. After, also, as another streamer, what she playing today? Probably not. That and she's got a Batman costume on. Anyways, yeah, I'm just thinking for like raiding later once I finish the stream in case anyone wants to be part of a raid. Either way, we are basically almost at the 2-hour mark, so this might be my last game, but then again, I could play until half an hour further yet, which I may just do because I mean I kind of want to check out the game more. So after this, I'm gonna have to go play with my clanmates on the NA server, or after my stream would end if I would go to the farthest point, because that's it's a Friday. Fridays are our skirmish night, so yeah, that would be why. This thing actually has some pretty good pen compared to what I was looking at earlier on some of the other tanks. But anyways, I have skirmish night later. I don't know really. I don't know if you guys care to hear my story, but if anyone is here, I could continue my story or I could not. Either way, I know people also watch the VODs too, so gotta think about those people too. Maybe I should just go ahead and finish my story off just so that whoever does watch the VOD also gets to hear the whole story. But anyways, oh, also now my FPS doesn't seem too bad. Maybe this map's just not as bad for FPS. Or did it adjust already automatically? It did not. Also, by the way, I don't know if you're still here, Carlo, but if you would be here still. By the way, what is your one goal that you are needing to finish getting affiliates? That's a bounce. I think they're, yeah, gun depression problems. Oh, great. Yep. I'm just gonna, and they sure made, I could be wrong, but at this point, I just gotta say, the H35 seems pretty OP for its tier in some cases. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just me being a bad player as a new player. But it seems kind of powerful. But I guess it's also a tier 2 shooting a tier 3. Or no, a tier 2 shooting a tier 1. So it makes sense. But yeah, it seems pretty powerful. Like, these guys aren't penning him. And he hits hard too. He doesn't just... Oh yeah, he's looking at me. He wants me. He's like, I found my supper. And he's probably gonna get his supper too. Oh, he missed. Haha. Not today, buddy. Oh, now he's not so overpowered. Okay, now I'm getting into this game. Uh oh.
We can now capture the enemy base.
So I'm low. I got two other guys. One that's like half health almost. The other guy is like 75 health left, percent wise. And we got two full health tanks on the enemy team left. I think we might be able to win this one. That was some good combat stuff too. When I can actually use this gun and hit stuff, it's actually a good gun. Oh no, this is where I die. Oh, I'm so toast. Let's see how this goes. It's one guy on our team left versus two. But he's the tier 2 vehicle. So maybe he has a chance. But then again, it seems like the M2 medium gets pinned pretty easy. But I mean, it's got some pretty obvious weak spots, honestly. Oh well. That was still a fun round. Like, I almost got a kill, or did I get a kill? I might have gotten one kill out of that round. But either way, for my viewers, to finish off the story in 2023, like I said, I got a community starting to happen, and I was actually kind of sharing a community in a sense, if you want to call it that, with another streamer named Just a Friendly Dino. I need 5 research points for this one, by the way. So we could play that tank again, or we could play the tier 2 American one, which is what I think I'll do. I mean, I don't know if I should like play the tanks I haven't played yet either. We'll see what we get for the time. But anyways, to finish the story, yeah, I kind of started sharing views with Just a Friendly Dino, which was, I believe, a British streamer from the UK, obviously, and. Anyways, yeah, she did similar games at this time that I was doing, and I still do these games, but not quite the same games as her anymore. Either way, it was Roblox games, so this is another, obviously it's not a tank game, it's different than what we're streaming today and what most of you guys might be interested in, but I was streaming Roblox Jailbreak, which and then Outlaster kind of became more of a thing too. So there's kind of two games. Outlaster's kind of like Survivor, if you've ever watched that one TV show. Of course, Roblox version of it. Anyways, to continue, first we'll check this out. Pen is actually better on this guy, and you get 5 more damage. I don't know what's the difference then hardly between these two shells. Sorry, I'm just going on a little look here. Well, I guess this one's better close up, and then this one's better long range or something like that. That's what I'm getting. And then this one here is pretty bad pen, but it's the highest alpha, so it's kind of like AP around that's sort of like HE. So we're mostly going to be doing close range combat, so looking at that, we'll probably want to stick with the second shell. So anyways, to continue the story, then I started growing in 2023. Hopefully I don't drown here. There's shallow enough water here somewhere. Maybe we just full on go. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, that's when I started to grow. That's when I started to also be more consistent with streaming. Maybe even like later half of 2022, I started becoming more, you know, trying to be more regular with my schedule, which was often just weekends, which I still kind of plan as that will probably be my schedule, but I'm also going to be changing my schedules up a bit with my return to streaming more regularly instead of just a special random stream like this. And that's because I have viewers from all around, or well, I guess you could say kind of all around the world. I mean, obviously not every single area of the world I have people viewing my stuff from, but I have viewers from, let's just say, kind of the other side of the world, probably. I mean, I guess I could even name locations to get ideas, but yeah. Anyways, I've got different time zone people from all different places, and my hope would be that I could somehow schedule certain streams that would work better for some of them, because there's some people that could be my viewers, but they're not, just because time zone and stuff, you know, just never has been good for them of when I stream. Anyways, to continue, (2023) is the year where I grew, and then 2024 was last year, obviously, and that year went, it kind of was I wasn't as connected with Dino. You have to do certain tasks or something before you can actually capture, I guess, or something like that, which is, I guess, why I was saying that before. Hey, some interesting stuff. I'm sure I'd have to learn that too. But either way, yeah, so 2024 was kind of still just growing, but now not being as attached to just a friendly dino. We kind of both parted ways to what games we played, and people that were interested in our channels kind of, they chose which one they wanted to support and stuff. It wasn't like we ended on bad terms or anything. It was just, we're different streamers, different goals for what we wanted from our streams and different audiences. Anyways, and then comes 2025, which I ended last year doing not too bad. 2023 was still a bigger year than 2024, but I now actually had white distance. So I am penning. Anyways, yeah, so also got 5 minutes left on that break. Maybe we'll just do a quick 30-second one in a bit. Of course, I'll mention it before I do it, but yeah. Oops. So got 2 tanks there, so that's kind of cool. Probably the only tanks taken out so far. But anyway, so yeah, 2024 was a decent year. and I still had my community, so that was great no matter what. Going forward now in the community, I had people that still watched me, even if there were some differences with viewers from who was watching me in 2023 and now who was watching me in 2024. New viewers probably came in. It's probably not the same people, and of course, like I said, some decided to more so stick around with just a friendly dino instead of me. And of course, I'm sure the same might have happened the other way around as well. So anyways, continuing what I'm saying, that was the story of my streaming journey basically. And now 2025 at the end, basically I had my regular end of the year stream, which is always December 31st. I always do a New Year's stream going into the new year of the first of the year, and that happened like usual. And I, of course, you know, announced to people I will not be streaming again for a long while because I'm making changes for the stream and also got to focus on in real life priorities and so on, right? So that became then me not streaming for quite a while, and then World of Tanks had an assembly shop, so of course I streamed that. And then again later on, Roblox had a pretty cool event which called, I believe, oh, and actually you could earn $1 million in this event, so very unique event too. Not that I want it, but either way, yeah, you could earn $1 million through it if you won. But you had to qualify first, and then a bunch of people would actually go to the Roblox headquarters and, you know, fight for winning. I need to get to that base of ours. If I don't, we lose, I think. Anyways, yeah, then why am I not penning? Oh, penning the turret is what I can do. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, you guys win. That was a good fight, though. I tried. My team, I don't think, did nearly as much as me in that one, if I'm honest. Either way, 2025, I made the change. And so I decided not to stream. And then there's occasional streams, like I said. I streamed that. That was probably the biggest time I streamed this year, is when that event for the $1 million came out in for that Roblox event. I believe the Mega Hunt Edition or something like that it was called. So I streamed that in like March earlier this year. That's probably my longest, very most consistent time I streamed. So of course I've got a few new people there and so on. And then here's at least another assembly shop that sometime happened that I streamed. And I streamed 2.0 with World of Tanks coming out. I might have missed one, but anyways, I'm just gonna keep going with what I remember. And then that was, of course, what happened last month, the 2.0 update in World of Tanks. So I streamed that all. And of course, I streamed a little bit before that just to see old World of Tanks before that. And then now here we are today testing Steel Aces as the open beta is out. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rundown of what I've streamed for this year and why I haven't really been streaming much this year, but I still consider myself a streamer, and I still consider that I still have the idea in my head that I want to come back to streaming. I don't dislike streaming. It's fun. I have a community now too, so like it's different than when you're not streaming to nobody. Of course, that's where everyone has to start though. Anyways, the pre-rolls are off. Or I mean they're back. We're gonna do a little 30-second break right now. So you guys are gonna be getting an ad when I hit the button here, and 30 seconds isn't much time, so I mean you can go do something for a break if you want. Or you could just wait patiently for the 30-second stand. So I'm gonna hit that and then I'll tell you what's next. See you in a bit. And I guess for those watching the VOD, I'll keep talking. As well as for those on YouTube. Which, you know what, I'll double check that right now while we're on an ad break. Are we good on YouTube? Oh. Looks like we're good on YouTube. Other than, of course, the problem where it's like delayed. But yeah, besides the... Okay, so these are the upgrades I guess I'm going to be doing in for future streams for anyone watching the VOD, I guess, since we probably still have an ad break going on. But I'll double check here really quick. Wait, what? Oh, wait, prepping ad? 7 minutes, 19. Wait, what did I hit? Oh, preparing for ads. The ad must be over. Okay, so we got 9 minutes left then on the ad break. We'll probably go until that, and then we might call it to restart it or adjust some settings. When you read this message, please log out and log again. Anyways, we're going to do a quick login, which means I'm probably going to have to switch screens. We'll just have to make sure I have the right one ready for when we do this. And then I'll continue the story while we're doing this too. Videos seem to be a lot better now though, but you know, just to be safe, we'll go a little bit further down. All right, the game, we'll be back in a bit. I just got to hit the play button to get myself all back in. We'll probably get like 1 or 2 more rounds, I think, and that's probably where this stream's gonna end, I think, guys. Just so you guys know roughly what the plan is. But yeah. I guess I probably can't shout out maybe, well, I can't shout out all 3 of you guys. So I'll shout out the guy, our good friend who rated us. And the others of you guys, since you also all stream. And that's also another thing too. Like I stream for fun. I'm not wanting to be the most famous streamer. Of course, I'd like to grow. So of course, you kind of have to. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't explaining it right now. But anyways, either way, I'm not too worried about sharing other people's channels because I'm not. I don't know. I just, let's just say as a streamer, I'm not as picky as some other people of who I shout out because I'm not worried of losing viewers to other people getting my viewers and stuff like that. I don't feel the need to worry about that. Anyway, that's Loaded Shell Productions. Feel free to check him out if you haven't. For anyone watching the Twitch stream right now, but I'm pretty sure it won't help anyone for the VODs and stuff. But yeah, there's a little shout out on him, his channel. The guy, and again, thankful that the guy gave us a raid, Mr. Loaded Shell Productions. Or I mean, well, I guess it's with productions in there. It doesn't sound like that's like. I mean, we could just call him Loaded, I guess. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly put my information in here, and we will be back at it with Steel Aces here. besides that, I'm going to put in the links for all three of you guys, which is going to be a second type of shout out for you all. And honestly, perhaps I'll even give you guys some follows back since I hear that you guys are streamers. So wait, invalid credentials. What did I do wrong here? Oh, I see what I did wrong here. Makes sense. All right, Still Aces is back up. We are back in, so let's do the switch here. We are back in game. So I'm going to start a round while we do these shoutouts. Let's try the R35. Why not, right? What can go wrong? Also, you can see XP there. Okay. I need 5 for the next thing with here, so we'll probably play. Let's just finish the last rounds with the new tanks that I haven't played yet. How about that? That sounds like not a bad idea. So while we're doing that, here is some shout outs of all the channels I want to, shout out because, I want to. Oops, that's not quite what I was wanting to do. Actually, it's fine. So these are just some channels you guys can check out. They are shout out to all of them, by the way, but I also must say big shout out to the devs of Still Aces, and I wish them the best in their game, and I look forward to playing it more too. Even though currently you can obviously tell I'm not a super pro at their game yet. It's going to take a little bit to learn, that's for sure, but it's not a bad thing necessarily. So anyways, these are our 3 streamers. Did I hit the wrong one, or did I have 2 the same thing? Let's see here. Oh, we're good, I think. I'm gonna post this. Those are the 3 channels of our streamers that we had. I don't know why the bottom one has 2 of them connected. Something went wrong with that message. Let's try this one more time just because of that issue. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. What am I hitting? Why is it doing that? I don't know. Hang on. Give me a second here, guys. Gotta double check the issues I'm having here. There we go. I think now I won't have issues when I press enter. Let's see. And now they're separate. So you can check out those 3 channels if you want. This is my little shout out for you guys on each of these streamers. I'm probably going to check some of these guys out. And we also have a game right now, so yeah. Let me give them a little bit of support, and then we're going to see if we can win another game or not. But I think I told my whole story earlier, so the only thing I really have to add is what do I see for the foreseeable future with my channel? It would be that, well, we're gonna have yeah, it would be to continue to stream and be a light in our very unique world and the interesting times we live in and stuff. And, well, continue to have fun in games on stream and, continue to grow our community and try to be there for each other. Try to be more community oriented too as well with our community. Not just be like, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a goal to have community, even better, well together community and all that. Also, the bot just sent out my Discord. Feel free to check that link out. Feel free to join my Discord. In there you can find all sorts of things. all sorts of neat things that you might find helpful or just, yeah. But be aware that, like, I did an update a while back, like I said, and you'll have to go through and select what you want to see in my channel. Otherwise, and that might take some time to also go through the list and select what you want. So be aware it won't be maybe necessarily just simple, easy stuff to do. 101. Who did 101 damage? He's at 4E. I'm so toast. These Panzer tanks, man. Yeah, this thing actually does shoot kind of slow. No effect. Well, yeah, that thing isn't as overpowered as I thought it was originally. I guess we got one more tank we can play. Alright, on our final round of the stream, even though I thought that round would last a lot longer, we'll be in the PZ-3A. And pre-rolls are back, but it's fine. We'll be ending stream shortly. So anyways, yeah. Obviously I've only played low tiers. I'm gonna, if they do more tests for open beta, I'll probably join a lot more, and who knows, maybe we'll do at least one more stream in the next little while once I get a few more higher tier vehicles. Then maybe I'll stream the game again. I mean, once I'm back to regularly streaming, I'll probably keep it in the rotation. I'll probably for sure play it. Also, yeah, it's like 2 minutes, 2:30 after. So yeah, this is for sure my last game. Wait, I didn't even hit join queue, so that don't help nothing. Anyways, last game of the stream.
Driver, move out.
50 damage. So this thing's not bad. I mean, this tank is a tank that's pretty good. So anyways, yeah, the next time I stream, I can't really guarantee when's the next time I stream. But if you join my Discord server, you'll have a better chance of knowing, or if you just keep up to date with my schedule or my stories. Because I do what I can to try to let you guys know when I stream. So yeah. Anyways, keep track of all those things that I mentioned and you will not miss a stream that way. If you join my Discord, make sure you look at stories when they pop up from my channel. All that. For anyone that might be new watching, What do you think of this game so far? You know, just watching my stream. If this is your first time ever seeing Steel Aces ever streamed, or like ever watching it gameplay wise, who feel free to. I mean, you're most likely it's just people that were ready for my stream, but yeah, this guy can hit hard. Yeah, he's got a big derp gun. It's not really much more to say there. Seven shots. I guess I'll watch this one a little bit before I end it entirely. He's at 3E versus the derp T26. Yeah, but anyways, I'm a variety streamer. I've got all sorts of plans for new games. People know me for World Tanks, Roblox. There's another bad tank here. There is Roblox, World Tanks, and maybe now even Fortnite. Maybe they'll get to know me for with Steel Aces here too. I should look at the YouTubes to see if there's any streamers there playing on, streaming on the YouTube besides myself. If we go to, did I just open this? Probably. What I want to do is okay, so she's also streaming on YouTube live. Oh, there's also this guy. And then there's me. And there's, oh, me again. For some reason I have two up. The weirdest thing. We actually have two people watching. Did people even did people comment on this? I have two people watching me on YouTube with? Who knows? It's always weird when I do restream and there's like two of the same thing by me. Like, I don't fully get that. Still kind of new to the streaming on more than one platform things, you know. Also got no action going on now, so is there a way to speed up the spectator? I gotta get way out there if I want to actually see something really going on. Anyways, yeah, YouTube doesn't have too many more extra people from what I could tell. Where's the Twitch? Not all these are still, yeah, so it's me, one new person, and then Sophie Line again. We could check out this one new person maybe, but yeah, also, yeah, we can't really see the battle from where we're at right now anyways, unless it's gonna bring us to that other tank, but it's not, so we're just gonna go to the garage then, or hangar, or whatever. I think this other content creator is English speaking from what I can tell, but they are looking at the game. Oh, and it shows you the difficulty to play the tanky. That's interesting. So supposedly the Pizza 3A is the easiest of what I played today. Anyways, yeah, so I guess that's Steel Aces. That is Steel Aces. Yeah, make sure you guys join their Discord. Again, I'm gonna quickly post it into the chat really quick. And then besides my own, I mean, you can grab that last link if you want my own, if you want theirs. I'll repost the same link I grabbed from before earlier, unless I can no more, which it doesn't look like I can. So we're gonna go back to Steel Aces Discord server and we're gonna grab it. I don't know if I can go to past invites. So I might just have to make a new one again. Honestly. Alright, so this link I'm putting in the chat in Twitch is the link for their Discord. I'm also gonna post some of these things on YouTube now as well. So for those watching the YouTube, well, this might not be the right timing of. You'll probably see the link pop up later than or earlier than when I'm going to be talking about it. Let's see. Let's do that there. Okay, yeah, it's going to be popping up too soon, I think. Yep. So what I'm going to do is try doing it with the restream thingy here then. Maybe it'll work on both. We're about to find out. Looks like both got it. We're going to take a look. Did it? It did. The other one hasn't received yet, but it's probably because it's behind the times, maybe. Either way, Discord links that are posted recently are going to be the ones for the Steel Aces Discord server. So I'm shutting that out. For my own, if you guys want to check it out, my link was already posted, but I'll post it one more time. I won't actually. You guys can just go up. It's only like 10 minutes or a little over 10 minutes ago since it was popped up. Besides that, yeah, I don't know when I'll be live again. I can't promise nothing right now, but hopefully in the near future of this month, I will be returning. That is the hope. Besides that, I hope you all enjoyed the Steel Aces stream. If you got any last things to say to me before I wrap the stream up, feel free to let me know. Yeah. So anyways, this was Steel Aces. Do we got research points here, 2 there. Those are all most of them. We'll have to check it out again sometime in the future. Creating a platoon. My Nightbot just posted my Discord, so if you want to know how that works, there it is. So you have to copy the code. Then you gotta place the code in. And then you can have people join through the code that you get copied. No profiles at the moment because no accounts are like considered keepers at the moment. Research tree is unique. We do have an NA1 that we obviously went for to get the Lee. It looks like we need only 1, so we could potentially get the Lee for free and almost play that on stream right away, but I guess he won't do that because I'm ending anyways. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. We'll have to stream this again sometime in the future. Yeah, I'm not going to draw things on any further. But yeah, feel free to let me know what y'all thought about it. And if you get the chance to talk to me. Anyways, I'm prepping the ending here. I don't know. Do you want to rate somebody? Let me check who's streaming it on Twitch currently. And we'll take it from there. We might actually... I would like to rate Hannah, but she might not allow rates currently. I could rate other streamers, but they're already big streamers. There's no small streamers anymore. Honestly. Yeah, there's no small streamers anymore. Oh, Sophie Line's playing with Bulldog. But yeah, before I though end, I must say this shout out. I must say the shout out, so I will. Also, they all got bigger tiers. They probably just had more time to play Steel Aces. Anyways, as I'm ending things here, I don't think I would have rated anyone. Hopefully that is alright. Anyways, as I was saying, you can check out their Discord. You can check out their game. You can check out the website to install the game. You know what? I'll send that in there too. I want to shout these guys out. Still Aces is pretty cool. So I'm going to send their website. You guys can grab that and install your game. Install the game and play some of this if you want. Currently, after my stream is over, something went wrong there. No, it actually didn't. Alright, the link should be popping up here in a second. That's steelaces.com website. We'll have the download button for you where you can download the game and get the open test guide, receive updates, and join the Discord server. All that is there for you guys. I'll even grab their proper Discord link really quick and I'll throw that into the chat as well really quick. So yeah, anyways, enough said, I think. Shout out to, besides my shout out, of course, shout out to all the people in stream today, especially BTED72, one of the developers that came and had a little chat with me. Hopefully I see him again in the future. And then we also had Loaded Shell Productions, who gave me a raid. I absolutely appreciate that. We had Mr. James we also met. And we had Carlo. All these awesome viewers and raids and developers popping in made the stream what it was. So yeah, special thanks to all those people. And without further ado, I think it's time to end the stream. Hope you all had a great time. When I hit this play button, we'll have like 11 seconds before I end the stream. So yeah, thank you all. For anyone that came by, said anything, for anyone who watches the VOD, of course, later on, I hope you enjoyed the stream that it was, and hope to catch some more of you in October later this month. But like I said, I've got a job now, so it's gonna make just things tougher in every single way, including for getting back to streaming and updating everything that I need to do so I can return to streaming. So be aware, I have a life which is gonna make it so I will, have a challenge to probably make this goal happen, but I'm gonna do what I can, guys, to make it happen. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, whenever that will be. Thanks for watching. We have 10 seconds. Take care, everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye bye.